So Pop, this is Craig. He's going to do a demonstration for you to simulate what happened during an air disaster episode of an Air Canada flight. It's something that really shouldn't be done in a 737, but he's going to do it.
It's actually not 737, it's just that the company is Boeing.
Oh.
It gives it more aerodynamic.
So what happened during this flight is the technician accidentally didn't put enough fuel in the plane. And he did a miscalculation because he didn't convert right from pounds to kilograms to something. Pilots and co-pilots signed off on it, saying it was okay. So they're bad. There were about 64 passengers on board.
63.
63. Do you remember the year that it happened?
1983.
In 1983, there were 63 passengers and the flight attendants and the pilot and co-pilot. And you kill me, kid. And so what happened is they're flying up in the sky. Everything's going great. Well, all of a sudden, they start to lose their engines.
No, there's one and then they lose it.
Oh, there's a warning, and then they lost their engines.
So the warnings were right.
The warnings were correct that they were running out of gas, I guess, huh?
No, it was that the fuel pump was critically low.
Okay. So just an interesting note. Okay, now here he goes. He's going to kill the power. And watch what he does with the plane. He's taking this big jumbo jet and turning it into a glider. Now watch him.
But there's still one engine left. It's like a tiny propeller.
Oh.
It drops down when both engines are lost.
And what gives... Oh, there he goes.
The pilots have a switch.
Oh. And when they talked about this on Air Disasters, they said they threw a bunch of pilots into a simulator to try to do this again. And they all crashed. So this is something crazy that, like, you just don't do with commercial airplanes.
Unless if you really need to.
Unless you really need to. Now it's interesting, I will note that Craig has learned very, very well, I think, to read the equipment on, I don't know what you call it, but the dashboard of the airplane.
The gauges.
The gauges on the plane. And I think that came from, and Craig, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you went to work with the pilot, did he teach you a lot about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. About what things mean and...
It's all visual because we lost pretty much all the gauges. Engines provide that.
Are you slamming on your brakes?
Yeah.
He's got his brakes going. Okay, show Pop the outside view. There you go, Pop. He successfully landed a 737 without any engines. His 63 passengers, 4 crew members in 1983 would be safe. Good job, Craig. Yay!